Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Nottingham Forest Career Mode. In this one we have another 3 league games as we go into December as we play Rotherham, top of the table Middlesbrough and also MK Dons. So a couple of struggling teams and then top of the table sandwiched in between, and hopefully we'll get towards those top 2 spots ourselves as we have been improving as the season's gone on. And we start this game away at Rotherham, and we're near to January now, so I'm starting to think of players to sign and hopefully maybe putting on some instructions soon so we can get some interesting signings in January and help us get up the table and stay in the top 6. So these episodes coming up are going to be a bit longer, maybe about 12 or 13 minutes, so I thought I'd just tell you that, just to expect that in the future. And we start this game, it's a bit of a mixed bag to be honest. Rotherham get a few chances, even though they are a poor team, but we're pretty close to breaking them down. As you can see, they've got a bit of a shaky defence. We've got some space on the left-hand side there for Cohen, who hits it, and it's a good save from the ex-Forest keeper, Lee Camp. But we do open the scoring in the 30th minute as the ball is played across to Williams, who lashes it into the back of the net. As you can see there, Mendes going off as we score. He's limping away. I think he'll be fine though. So that's a good start, even though they do knock it about alright. As you can see there, a good block that prevents them from getting a shot on target. And Derbyshire there as well. He used to play for Forest when he was our best player. They were dark times, I can tell you. But that's how it ended at half-time. 1-0 up, and hopefully we'll get another win away from home. As I said in the last episode, I'm trying to go attacking and trying to get a few more goals, so hopefully we'll do that in the second half. I'm trying to find the right balance again between attacking and defending. In this game, they really could have scored early on, but we managed to hold them back, and Oliveira, who's been struggling for goals, having a shot well saved, and then Derbyshire also having his shot parried by Bentley, as it was hit straight against him. But Clark Harris on this left hand side chipping the ball in, and some good defending there between Mills and Hobbs. I feel like they've got a good partnership, which is keeping Lenglet out the side, and then Ebesillo here cutting inside, some great play here, and it just clips off the crossbar. It's hard to tell from that one, but it did come off the crossbar. And the cross in here, it just bounces in the box. Mills hits it, it's a good block, but then Tesha, the great knockdown there for himself, and then a fantastic volley into the back of the net. Just thought I'd show the replay of that. What a goal that was. And that puts us in firm control of this match against Rotherham. Hopefully this will cement ourselves and hopefully even go towards the top 2. But Rotherham comes straight back from that goal as Andrew, with a great bit of control, lashes it into the back of the net. What a finish that is. And with 20 minutes left, it is 2-1 away from home. So I make some changes as the game starts to slow down and some players were getting tired. As I brought on Andy Reid for Henry Lantry, who, to be honest, Andy Reid hasn't been playing enough games, but I wanted to bring him on because he's an out-and-out attacking midfielder. But that is how it ended. We managed to hold on. There were no real chances in the last 20 minutes of this game, but we won it. It was a good, solid win, to be honest. I felt like they could have scored maybe one more, but I felt like we had the better of the game and deserved the win. But Ryan Mendes is out for 3 weeks as well, so that's a bit disappointing. He's one of our best attacking outlets. But we have another training session, again with a full complement of promising players there. And we have some good growth. Some Belonga is growing a little bit. He should be getting towards 74 soon. But again, no one's really close at the moment. But we do have another training session straight away, so that's good to see. We have a week and a half until our next match, so we get 2 sessions and some better growth in this one as Bentley flies up nearly to a 74, and there's a couple of other players there close as well. But Lenglet comes in, he wants a loan request because he hasn't been playing games, as I mentioned in that last one, against Rotherham. But here you can see Middlesbrough are top and we are 5th, so this is a top 6 clash. It's a really big game, to be honest, and hopefully we'll get another win and extend our unbeaten run in the league. But to be honest, from the start we were cancelling each other out, and some play down the right hand side here as the ball's played across for Downing and he heads well wide of the goal. There were no chances early on, but with 2 of the highest scorers in the league in Lantry and Downing, hopefully there will be goals in this game. And some great play here that leads to Ebesillo getting the ball, and how was that not a penalty? With all the penalties that I've been getting, I couldn't believe that wasn't a penalty, but Mills there with a poor challenge and getting a yellow card early on. It was a bit of a tight game, to be honest, and whenever there was a break, someone was taken out or fouled. And again, another half chance there for Middlesbrough that goes wide. But Lehigh on the right hand side, cutting inside. I love the attacking fullbacks they have in this team with Cohen and Lehigh. Giving it to Lansbury, and it goes just wide of the post, even though he was offside. But that was the closest we came. and that was obviously very close, you can see on the offside there. But again, Adomar on the right hand side, lifting it in. This is a great chance really, but it was straight into the arms of Bentley. And Ebesilio yet again linking up with Oliveira, turns his man, hits the shot, but again he hits it wide of the post, so that was disappointing as well. And then Ward picking it up, dribbling with the ball past the defender, gives it to Oliveira, and he rifles it into the back of the net, and we have a goal. And Oliveira scores his first in about 5 episodes, I think, I can't remember. But what a goal that was. It was a great finish, and we went 1-0 up just before half-time. A great time to score, and that was half-time at 1-0. This is a great position to be in going into the second half. It could be a big win on the cards here against Middlesbrough, who are the best team currently in the Championship. And here Forshaw giving it back to the goalkeeper, and he dawdles on it, gives it straight to Lansbury and hits it past the post into the back stanchion. But because Sombalonga has been playing that well, I bring on Matty Fright for Oliveira to see how he plays. But Middlesbrough again playing really well on the flanks here, and a good ball in, but again well collected by Bentley in the Forest goal. But again they cut inside from the right. A good punch again from Bentley, who is a solid goalkeeper, and obviously his rating is reflecting that now as the season goes on. But as you can see here, so many crosses coming into the box, a lot of ammunition for the strikers, but nothing really testing Bentley that time. But Fryer, a good break here. A poor ball though to Lansbury, who can't really do much with it, but he cuts inside, tries to take the shot on, but it's blocked just before he can. And it was some good defending, to be honest. This is kind of like how the game went. There were a couple of half chances every now and again, apart from the goal, and that's how it ended, and we won another game. And hopefully this will lift us nearer to the top 2. But we had less shots than them. They were having a lot of chances, but not really doing much with it, and we took the one chance that we did get. And Ryan Mendes is back from his injury as well, so that's fantastic to see as we go into the third match. But we do have a training session before that happens, again with the same players, but we have Osborne on this time instead of a Sombalonga, and Bentley goes up to a 74, just like I thought he might do in the last training session, and Osborne as well close with Lansbury, so that's fantastic to see. But we do get the notification that 6 players are at risk, should I say, of running out their contracts. There are a few old players here with Wilson, Vaughan, Burke, Reed. So to be honest, I'm not so sure about them. The ones I am definitely going to offer new contracts to though in the future at some point before January are Robert Tesher and Chris Cohen. Chris Cohen I can't let go anyway, even if he was 34, 35. And then Robert Tesher as well, who has been fantastic for us in that holding midfield role with Carl Ebesilio. I feel like those two complement each other so well. So I offer Chris Cohen a contract straight away. I don't mind that he wants a ridiculous amount of money because he is one of my best players. I really do like him at left back. I didn't really fancy Pineos, but as we go into our third and final game, hopefully we'll get a third win of this episode against struggling MK Dons. And I also decided to start Lenglet as a centre-half after he complained about his role in the squad. But early on, Nelson Oliveira getting on the end of a loose ball and scoring to score his second goal in 2 games. But he gets it's a bit of a poacher's goal really, which is good to see as he gets on the end of a tackle on Lansbury. But basically straight afterwards we concede a penalty. It was a pretty fast start to this game, but Tesher there on Poirier, just on the edge of the box. I didn't even press tackle. He just took him out. And they equalised pretty much straight away through Bodic, and it was 1-1. But this is a pretty good game. This is what I've been talking about by making it entertaining. And here Hall knocking it past 2 players. Look at that as he gets away, and he puts the ball over, but he doesn't really do anything that time. I find that the crosses from AI and from myself just seem to go anywhere, so they're not very reliable. But here Hall again getting a shot away, but Bentley saves. But we look dangerous on every attack, and Tesher here getting past about 3 players and hitting the shot, even though it's from a tight angle, it smashes the post. Sorry, and Lenglet there, just an example of how well he was getting up. He had a good start to this game, which is good to see, even though we had conceded. But then he gets turned there straight away by Reeves, and another goal from Simon Church, the ex-Charlton Athletic striker, and we go 2-1 down with 10 minutes left in the half. But almost straight away. A poor pass there into the defence, and Ebesilio tackles him straight away. I wasn't sure whether to shoot or not, but I decided to shoot, and we equalised, and after 36 minutes it's already 2-2. So this has been a pretty entertaining game. And then Lansbury with a free kick. It's a great save, and it hits the crossbar, so it hit the post and the crossbar. We could have easily been 4-2 up in this one at half time, but it stayed at 2-2. So we'll have to see how this goes in the second half. And even though MK Dons are a poor team, they had some early chances in this one as Aduza turned the defender and Church got away from another player so easily and forced a save out of Bentley, who has been a solid goalkeeper. And here again, I concede another penalty. It's the other way around this time, as I concede 2 penalties in one match. I thought that was a bit harsh, to be honest. Hobbs on Bodic, but they had a chance to make it 3-2. And he put it over. Well, he hit the crossbar actually, but he did eventually put it over. But that was a great chance for them. But they were having a lot of chances in this half. And another good save from Bentley there. And then Ebesilio, who was always dangerous attacking, getting past a few players and hitting the shot and hitting the post again. This was a crazy game, but it ended 2-2. Somehow there wasn't a goal in the second half, and it finished 2-2. That was a really entertaining end to this episode with that game. But there weren't that many shots really to say that it could have been easily 4-4. They had 8 shots and we had 5, so we were struggling a little bit, but we got a point which I was happy about. And we had some more training with the same players this time, and some pretty poor growth again really. 4 season 1D is pretty disappointing. But it's the end of this episode, and here are the stats, as Henry Lansbury is still the top scorer for our team, and pretty much the top scorer in the division. But Nelson Oliveira there getting a couple of goals, and also the highest on the assists now, with Daniel Bentley still the highest performer in this team, with Henry Lansbury just behind him. But the table, we're in 4th, which is fantastic, and only 4 points off the top 2 halfway into the season. And we also get the good news that Chris Cohen has accepted his contract offer, while Ben Osborne wants a bigger role in the squad. He should be getting that really, as his rating has gone up pretty far this season. I think it's nearly by 3 now. And we also have 4 games in the next one with Preston and Bolton just before we go into January, and hopefully making more signings as we play Luton Town, I think it is, yeah, in the FA Cup, and also Cardiff away from home. But that is the end of this episode, so if you like this one, don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe for the next one on Friday, and I'll see you then.